Hi, welcome to my second tutorial on Maya 2017. Today we will create a bouncing ball on a table on a real image. We will be using V-Ray and Enclot for the animation. First, we need to create a camera. Go to Camera, create a camera. In the Attribute Editor, go to Environment, click on Create, click on the folder and select your image. For this tutorial I've selected an image from Google, an interior image, living room with a table in the middle because the bouncing ball will be on this table. Next, click on the camera, go to one of your views, click on the panel, look through selected. And now this is what the camera sees. First, we need to match the perspective with this grid, the perspective of that image. We will try to be as accurate as we can. So the grid has to be aligned with the table. Let's see. Something like so. Next, we need to create a plane. Scale it to fit the entire table. And then we need the actual ball. Create polygon, a sphere. Let's see, we need to scale it a little more to look like a regular basketball because we will create a basketball. Let's assign new material, and we will work with V-Ray, so assign a V-Ray material and choose your image. As I said, I will create a basketball. This is a basketball texture which I have from the internet. 6 for the shading mode and here 2. And now we need to adjust its position. Let's see. Make sure that it's on the table, on this edge. Okay. Now we can do the actual animation. This needs to be an Enclot for the animation. Go to FX, Enclot, create Enclot. And this needs to be a collider, a passive collider. Create passive collider. Now if we hit play, it's colliding but it's collapsing. In the attribute editor I will use in Enclot Shape 1 the presets, and the preset that works for me is solid rubber, and replace it. Let's see again, and you can see it's bouncing like a real ball. You can adjust it for your preferences as you want. Next, we need to take a test to render. Before that, this material has to be invisible and needs to cast shadow. This means we need to apply new material and search for V-Ray material wrapper. Here in base material you need to assign a new material, V-Ray material, and the diffuse color needs to be black. Go back in the V-Ray wrapper and you need to do a couple of things. Scroll down you need to check matte surface, the alpha contribution to -1, and need to check shadows and effect alpha. And that's it. Let's do a test render, but before that we need light. We are working with V-Ray, and the tricky part is to match the light from your scene with the light from this image. For that, very quickly we will create a V-Ray light dome. I always, because I'm not using an HDR, go to options and make it invisible, and maybe intensity not 1, 0.5. And because we need the shadow, I will create a light sphere and place it, make it bigger, and place it on the back of the ball, so the shadow will be here, more on top. And let's see, we go back to the camera view and let's do a render. Go to V-Ray and hit render. As you can see, the plane is invisible, shadow is here, and the ball is here. Now I think the ball is a little bit bigger, so scale it down like so, and let's hit play, and let's stop here. Let's see. As you can see, we have the ball, the scale it's fine, shadow, and I think it looks good. One thing to notice is a little distance between the ball and the table, our plane. And I think we can fix that. We go to the plane, attribute editor, in nRigid shape 1, at the thickness I will change that to 0.02. Let's see, go black, play, and stop. Let's see. Yes, this looks better, as you can see. One more thing before I will batch render. I think this light needs to be more in the back, so the shadow will be more here. One more test render. Yes, this is good for me now. So, go to your render settings, common, type your name here, animation, let's say 130, animation, standard 130, camera, render with camera, don't forget to click on camera 1, choose your preset. I will go with HD 1080, and the time that you want to put in this render. So I will render it and see you back to compose it in After Effects. The only thing you need to do before render is go to the image plane, attribute editor, on alpha gain, set that to 0, so that the only thing that is rendered is the ball and the shadow. And you can always check that when you click render and click on the alpha mode, and you have the ball and the shadow. So here we are in After Effects. We have to compose the image and the sequence that we rendered from Maya. Here we have the image, scale it to fit the composition, and here we have the basketball sequence. Place it on top and play. As you can see, it looks very good. Of course, you can spend more time in Maya to match the light from the ball with the entire light from the image, but it's up to you. The purpose of this tutorial is just to show you the technique behind this. Of course, in my opinion, this image is not so sharp, so maybe you can add a fast blur to the basketball of 5%, play, and it looks better. Thank you for watching and see you next time.